Oh, hey,
Yeah.
hey. Look at so we've got another 40 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably call it a day in about 5.
Well, it does mean that we've got time for to look at the Marilyn Monroe thing.
We could just all do it in our own time, though, couldn't we?
No, unfortunately not.
You know when you look up lookalikes on Google Images and you want to get the best one, make sure you get the best one.
I'm gonna do your video. What was it? What YouTube channel was it on?
Pomba, I think.
So, what? We're not like honestly, probably gonna go in a few minutes.
Yeah,
It has been really nice, but
sure.
Time is of the essence.
Just a quickie, mate. Have you topped your score up?
There's no point. We're not won, so yeah, but there's no point.
You don't know that.
We haven't.
Chris is confirming his VIP status here.
I don't think it's on Pomba.
Put Sky News. Put Sky News. Rob.
Sky News Marilyn Monroe.
On just on YouTube.
Oh, here we go. Alex.
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
A 10p vitamin pill could prove to be a key defense against age-related memory loss and Alzheimer's. A new study shows large daily doses of vitamin B
What?
elderly people.
That is mental.
Delay the onset of disease.
That's insane. There's just no questioning that. That is Marilyn Monroe. The fuck?
Okay, so Chris, what score did you get?
Where's Matt the cat?
Oh shit, he's waiting. Fuck. I don't know why I have to admit people these bloody days.
It's still not here.
I'm still here.
What is that? Is that a rucksack?
It's a pillow.
Oh, he's back.
Okay, so Chris, what score did you get?
6.
That's all right. Were they the Rick Stein ones?
No. Actually, Jane. Oh no, apart from the Twitter one. Because by then every answer had been Rick Stein, and we cottoned on. Oh yeah, and his age actually, we did get his age, but that don't feel any pride in that.
Kay looks so pissed off at the minute. She looks so tired. When will this end?
Unlike you playing Football Manager.
I'm just really impressed with this quiz. It's just the best quiz I've ever known.
Why don't you get a pen and paper next time and have a go?
We're a team. We'll work as a team.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Fair fucks. Martin Hudson, what score did you get?
5.
Ooh.
Ian.
5.5.
Oh. Matt Green.
I got 11.
Wow.
Wow.
Was Rick Stein especially subject?
Yeah, he was. He actually was.
Oh, there you go.
Bethany.
7.
Mike Kelleher.
6.
A decent score by everyone.
Not bad for me this week, yeah.
But we've got to admit that Greenie's really done well this week. So well done for winning the 17th of April quiz. Woo. Woo. Okay, so now Martin's going to play some music to take us out.
See who's waiting. John the Revelator. Who's that waiting? That's it. It's primitive, but it's the foundation of all modern pop music, isn't it?
Actually, I just remembered
House plays the blues.
the winner needs to do a poem based on their results, their answers.
Oh shit! I've got to go, guys. See ya. See you later. Time to go.
Okay, the winner nominates a person then.
Who fancies it? Nobody. Well, I think Kelleher can do this because of his excellent mind drawing.
I'll have a crack at it. It doesn't have to rhyme, does it?
No, but it's got to be based on your answers. You can't just.
No, it will be based on my answers.
Okay.
One afternoon, I took the 72 from Devon to Bolton. It was light blue. That's true. And on board, I saw Rick Stein. He was 16 at the time, classic narcissist. He was there with his friend Ben, who was an avid fan of Friedrich Nietzsche, the much revered philosopher. And he was also working on his self-titled album, but he was highly derivative of the Kingfishers, a little-known boogie rock band from the US of A. And he claimed to be a relative of Cary Grant, who one time went on a crazy trip to Mexico on the 5th of April, and he had a 70% chance of getting polio, but he looked out and he said, oh, he went to the doctors and he had to queue here. And he was waiting for 10 minutes, and he had so many blatant thoughts, and asked questions how nature about the sea of knowledge and exotic words, and his experience log was too long to mention. That was one hell of a red nose day.
That was so much better than I could have done. That was brilliant. Nice one.
Well done, Matt.
Brilliant.
I love that.
Okay, well, we'll do another one next week, and see you all then. Chris, do you want to say some final words?
No, just when you I can't think of anything. Too tired.
Fine.
Just really busy. So this has been a drag.
Love you too.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh.
No, you hang up. You hang up.
There's no way I'm hanging up. The hardcore remain.
I can't keep up with you guys. I'll leave you to it.
All right.
Right. Yeah, I need to go and we need to get some tea. So.
What are you gonna get?
I don't know. I've got my final pay today, so got a little bit of money, splash out, but not much. So
you need to watch a film that I've got to recommend to you.
What's the film?
I'll find it now. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. I'll WhatsApp it you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
All right. Enjoy your food.
All right. Cheers, man. Yeah. Speak soon, man.
Bye, Ian.
Bye,
mate.
Yeah.
It's weird how buttons sound quite loud, don't they, sometimes? Martin, are you masturbating?
What's going on? What's happening?
It's the Jamie and Martin show.
Oh, Jamie, I need some sleep.
Get to bed then.
I can't sleep when I'm allowed the opportunity. Did you ever get like that?
You know, I'd said this morning to Rainford, why is it that when I wake up on a day when I have to get up, I really want to just go back to sleep and have lovely sleep. And then the days when I can have a lie in, I wake up by 8 and I can't, I have to force myself to go back to sleep.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's the reason why my sleep cycle's so fucked up is because I timed everything to sleep this morning and to sleep at 9 o'clock yesterday, having not slept for however many hours, and it didn't work out, and I've spent the whole day fatigued for this moment. Really, now is to get to sleep now and have a marathon sleep, but I already know I already feel defeated. Oh, I'm not gonna sleep, am I?
You're not going to sleep if you say to yourself, I'm not going to sleep. You know what you want to get?
What?
You want to get some lavender?
I have. Karen does those bags. She does. She's done umpteen amount. Oh, just put it under your pillow. It helps you sleep. It's not strong enough, is it?
Well, I'll tell you what else you could do.
What, some anthrax?
No, not anthrax. Stop coffee. Stop coffee and tea. Cut it out.
I don't drink coffee.
Come on, you've got those little pods.
Yeah, I don't drink them. They're not for me. For guests. Which is annoying, right? Because you've stopped him. Tristan doesn't drink coffee anymore. He stopped it. Karen doesn't come round anymore. So there's the three people. Matt Kelleher. Well, obviously since the lockdown, he's not been around.
Meditate.
Well, yeah. But I need to. I want to do the hardcore meditation, as you know.
That'll cure you sleep. I've been meaning to ask you, by the way. Have you been working through the films?
Shit, am I still on? Is my audio still on?
Yeah.
That's weird. It says I've got 15% on the phone, even though I've had it plugged in. No, that clip you shown before. Sorry, that photo of that guy. I thought that was the guy from The Master.
The actor.
But it wasn't, was it?
No.
Looks just like him. But I couldn't even remember his name. I just know it wasn't whatever name came up. I've not.
Good, because I've decided to replace one of them.
Okay. I know I should, but I'm just going through a phase where I can't be bothered watching films. I watched The Trolls yesterday, but it was the first one.
Right.
So I can catch up on 1, 2, and obviously the World Tour, which is out now. I watched that film where she's pulling down the pylons. What's it called?
Her?
One with no, she's pulling down the pylons in demonstration. Oh, what's it called?
Pylon.
Someone tell me. She rips down pylons. Oh shit! I can't remember.
Is this a poem?
Let me find out what it is because it's doing my head in now. Hold on. Fuck's sake. Woman at War. That's it. So they're the only two films I've watched in the last couple of months. But I will do. I promise you. I'm going to go back in the archives and find the list.
I think I want to replace Taxi Tehran, which is brilliant.
I was thinking that. Yeah. It's not top 10 material, though, is it? Top 15, yeah.
Oh,
If that.
no, I really like the idea of it and what's behind it. But yeah, I think you're right, top 15. So I'd put in Naughty End of the World, which is fantastic, and I'd totally forgotten about it. Might even take out, because again, it's like your music list. I did it really quickly and then I thought, oh shit, I've not put that in.
You should have done a bigger list.
I did do a bigger list at first, but then I thought, well, no one's going to watch it if I put like 25 in.
Yeah. At least I humoured you.
I know.
I might not have watched the films, but at least I said I would.
But you did watch one.
I watched the number one.
Which is the one that I want to take out. I only put that one in because it was an English language one, and I thought if I don't put one in, everyone's going to be like, "Oh, why have you only just put foreign films in there?" So that's the only reason. So I was actually being discriminative towards my own culture. No, that's wrong, isn't it?
Towards your own ego.
I don't know. I can't work that out. It's like the double negative thing.
Sounds like you've got a crane fly in the room.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
That's the there's a pub opposite, and they're I don't know what it is, but it's like it goes in the wind like that, like it's like a hand. It's like an advertising thing that's like on a thing like that, but
Oh yeah.
because it's really windy here, obviously, it makes that noise. Who's got the better beard?
Out of who?
Terence McKenna and Roy Keane.
Roy Keane's is annoying because when he has a shave, there's always the mustache shadow's a lot stronger than his beard shadow. It annoys me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you don't. This bit of his beard you don't see when he has a clean shave. You see here and here, and it doesn't look nice.
He won Player of the Year in my Champ Manager. 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
It's a very snazzy pillow.
Sarah's IKEA set. Oh. Ah. Ah. Have you tried? Like, what's the longest you've been awake for at any point in your life?
I think it was. I think I did 2.5 days
Fuck.
when I was in. I think it was like the summer of the before college. So I was 16. It was a long time. It might have been 3. And I remember I started seeing things.
Yeah.
And like shadows, and they were moving. And I remember being really scared. It was in my bedroom at home. What
That's
about
bizarre, isn't it? It was the famous Woolworths 36-hour shift, which I could have sued them for. I couldn't. I was like, I even had to walk up flights of stairs with these big crates of pop, and so how is my body still working? You start to get like aches and pains, and your body does weird physical things. Have you ever heard about that Russian sleep experiment?
No?
I don't know how true it is, but they just end up. They give the prisoners. It was an experiment. They gave the prisoners a chance to. I think they told them stay in the solitary confinement together for 30 days without any sleep. And if you agree to it, once we shut the door, that's it. But we'll guarantee you an early release. We'll release you from prison after the 30 days. That was the trade-off.
Yeah.
But they ended up killing each other.
What?
Yeah, they ended up all going off their heads and killing each other in the most barbaric way.
I was fishing for some sort of funny story there.
No, it's an actual. Well, they do say it might be a myth, but I think it's quite well known. It's one of those. It was reported to have happened.
You know what I said before about breakfast?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true, actually. So, well, I know it's not true. So I actually looked at it afterwards, and I've been scammed the same way you were scammed. So there's no proof either way. And what I really should have said is it's different for everyone. So some people need breakfast, some people don't need breakfast.
I'm pretty sure to kick that off, that there are statistics that suggest that you gain weight if you don't have your breakfast.
Right.
On average, people gain weight if they skip breakfast, and I can see why. Because I do. I binge eat as I've been through.
But it is better to snack and not just have lots of big meals.
Graze, yeah. It's better to graze.
The only Russian myth that I know
Oh, there we go.
is that, you know, on the big oil ships that they have, they in order to stay awake, they have to drink coffee, but they don't want to drink it too quickly because it's nice. So what they do is they put salt in it.
Oh.
so that they'll have a little bit and it'll be warm, and then they'll, more. Really is a lovely smell.
I've been having nosebleeds every day.
That. Fuck off.
Yeah. I used to get 10 a day, but I had my nose cauterized in 2004, and they did stop for a while, and then they started again, but not as frequently. But I've been getting them in both nostrils every day, once or twice a day. I think it's something to do with the weather. Oh,
It's a horrible feeling.
do you know something though? I'm a bit of an expert on blood noses. I would be, wouldn't I, right? And when I was a kid, I'm sure you know that the old advice was tilt your head back and pinch your nose, right?
Yeah.
And then they changed that to no, don't do that because it goes down your throat. You don't want to swallow it up. Go forward like that. Lean. That's been the advice now for about 25, 30 years. Now, when the Arabs came over from Jordan and Egypt, in that exchange that I did in 2012, there was a doctor, Lena, she's on my Facebook's list actually, and we were in the Lake District, and she went, Martin, listen to me. You're doing it wrong. So I was like leaning forward. You lean back, and I'm going, well, it's just no, lean back. Now, is that a sign of the times in Jordan?
What?
Is that a sign that Jordan are behind modern medicine? That she thought that?
A little bit. Sorry, I was just saying I'm hungry.
Okay.
No, I think, you could look at that both ways. One, yes, they are behind the times. Secondly, there's something about the noble savage, isn't there? They really know what's going on.
But I thought, you're a fucking doctor and you're putting my health at risk here. You backwards person.
Well, did you?
But I got my own. Well, I got my own back because I was skimming stones along the river. Coniston.
Did you twat one in a cunt?
Honest to God, I relay this moment many times. It keeps me up at night. I just threw this really big fuck off rock, and I hooked it. You know what you do sometimes, because you know the old skimming stone technique. I hooked it, and it went about 30 meters, and one of the Egyptian guys was in the water, stood on this rock, just like looking out, and the rock went. It must have skimmed his ear half an inch from certain death. I promise you, it was a big rock, and he didn't even flinch. He didn't know. I think he was staring into the sun. He didn't know it went whistled by his ear. There's only me. I will go to the grave with that secret. Oh, hang on. I've had a gun pointed at me.
No, you've not.
Well, I've had a gun pointed at us.
When?
Me and John Owens. Hey, I've got evidence. You can ask him. I've got testimony. I mean, we were on the Burgies in St Helens, and there was a fella laid down slag heaps in the middle of St Helens that cut through the middle,
Wow.
made up of red dust, which is like the old particles from the old Pilkington factories. Anyway, we were on there, and as you know, we've been to Burgies. Remember when we did Wigan News? And I don't know if you remember, I think it might have been the first or second one. And it was when I had a cold and I had a really gruff throat. And you interviewed me and I had my cap on backwards.
Vaguely. I'm going to have to.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Vague memory.
Well, anyway, there was a man laid across the tracks, railway tracks. And he had a rifle. And me and John were just sat on top of the hill. And I suddenly noticed one. John, there's a fella on the tracks pointing a rifle directly at us. You know, like proper sort of SAS style on his chest, like that. And we just scarpered. Well, everyone faces the gun at some point in their life, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's not a metaphor. You really are a sad man, aren't you?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
That was a tender moment that you just ruined.
It was the delay. You really are a sad, pathetic man, aren't you? Can't imagine anyone saying that to you.
What was that?
Because you'd have to be a.
You really are a sad, pathetic man, aren't you?
Yeah, it is off something, I think, isn't it? It's probably been said many times, though, on film. Oh, yeah, it's. I know. Hold on. Shit. Oh, my phone's going. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can't see you now. You really are a sad. What is it? Is I think it's a comedy. Sadly. Oh, you've gone completely. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. Well, I guess that's it. And there's nothing left for me to say other than